Hello everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, new night in the world. And as per usual, oh my god. As per usual with these particular games, I'm joined by the roommate Ronan. And we're going to continue where we last left off with Trials and Tribulation. With part 2 of Investigations. Where there's more fucking locks. Alrighty. February 9, Intertemple Training Hall.
Oh fuck, I forgot. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Godot. Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't.
Why not?
It's not possible for me.
What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was... cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock... Excuse you, bug. When I last came here.
So are you saying that you cannot undo the new locks?
Yes.
What? If only I was stronger, even though this has nothing to do with me.
Oh,
what are you talking about, Edgeworth?
Oh dear.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. He just said how he's feeling. Like you're one to talk, with your face all green.
You too bad.
Tough us.
Tough us, Steve. Tough us.
Phoenix, like your face. No, tough us.
No, tough us. Chris.
I love the idea of them just back and forth. Tough us. No, tough us.
No, tough us. No, tough us. Steve, Colin, tough us. Alright.
She's standing there like, what?
Huh? Why is everyone talking about their faces? I do not understand this. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine.
There's no telling what sort of mistake you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Allow me to move past my PTSD at my own rate, you bitch. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Bye. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner.
Yeah, Phoenix!
I mean, probably. PTSD's a bitch.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That's...
Pot kettle black.
And that said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that is where we part our ways. Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. Not locks, puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
I just had a huge flashback.
What?
I don't know, this art style in this pose, for some reason, I got an immediate, like...
It's fine, I'm just lowering it a little bit.
I got an immediate, like, smell from my childhood, and I was, like, back at my childhood friend's place, because she was all into this kind of stuff, like the kimonos and all that.
Yeah.
And something about the colors just reminded me of way back. I was like, I smell the fucking candle in your room, bro. What?
Sheesh. Alright, escape.
Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry.
That's not an explanation.
I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that.
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but...
But what?
And then I saw these chains here. I saw these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and...
Hmm.
Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it.
And you aren't the one who... You aren't the... Oh my god, what the fuck? And you aren't the one who opened these locks.
Who set these locks?
Who set these locks?
I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock.
And the person that put that lock, I think, was Iris, so... now there's way more.
But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
What do you think? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of the locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What?
I don't. The intensity. I thought he was yelling at her. I was like, "Wow! Oh, calm down." Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But
time-consuming.
It will take time, won't it?
Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day? Oh my god, going through hundreds of combinations. Yes, Phoenix.
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day for her to do hundreds of things?
Right?
Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call in your inner strength now. It's not the first time she's had to.
Nope.
You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen at the same... you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. If... It's as if you were...
Well, Iris? I think it's about time you told us the truth. Ta-da!
Oh, there's 3 locks.
I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about.
Alright, now we can't access it right away. So we are going to go elsewhere. And... Whoa.
I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try gathering more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Where is that poor child?
She is still missing.
Child!
Dusky Bridge.
It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Yeah! That's why it's nice. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Edgeworth.
Let's see. Larry, you there? Probably. Oh! There's Pearls.
Hello.
Oh! Mr. Nick!
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya?
Why did you stutter?
Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Fuck you. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is the loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. Eh?
I need to check something. Okay. Just because it's bugging my brain if I don't double check.
Is bugging brain?
It's bugging my brain.
Okay.
Because, like, I know I double checked it, but I gotta double check to make sure I did it correctly. Where the fuck is it? Is it? No, I'll put 1 and 2. 1 and 2, okay. I don't know, my brain was like, I did change it. Why am I panicking? Why? I changed it.
That can be called OCD.
Okay.
This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Nope, you just confused me, though. That's all.
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Maurice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. Are you... Pearls, what is happening? Shut up, Larry. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little fire camp. Campfire. Why is it fire? What is a fire camp? Campfire. Brain. So stay out of our way.
Huh?
Larry, you okay?
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? I want that on a shirt! I want to send that to every asshole I know. Why can't you get fired up over being a better man?
Oh my god.
But no one believes a word I say anymore. No shit, because you lie.
Oh my god. I gotta mention this just because, like, it's still in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of the cooking video, like, YouTubers that I watch is Guga Foods, and at one point he did a collab with a guy named Frenchie. He said a thing where I'm like, it's so smart and it makes perfect sense for a home cook person. He's like, follow the KISS method.
For a what person? What?
Like, for someone that home cooks.
Oh, home cook. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't hear the word. I was like, huh?
yeah, it's like, for home cooking, it's like, do the KISS method. And it's like, what? Keep it simple, stupid. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Don't overcomplicate shit.
Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to try... Wow!
Pot calling kettle black.
Also, fucked up. You're not her fucking parent. Child, do as I say. Fuck it, just...
Also, she knows you less than she knows Phoenix. Shut the fuck up, Larry.
Can you imagine if you had a child and some rando was just telling you...
Oh, don't trust your mom.
No, but
what?
Like if someone came up to your child and said, "Don't trust Ronan," you're like,
Ronan has probably known my child longer than you. Shut the fuck up, weirdo. Fucking sheesh.
Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
What a dickhead.
Okay.
Mystic Maya.
Larry, go jump in the river.
Fucking go take a dunk.
I said go take a dump.
Dunk, not dump.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I've got nothing to say to you, Nick.
Oh, you've got a lot to say. I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't. Fucking shit.
My life's here now with... You're not abducting this child! With Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What are we gonna do with him?
That's a good question, Phoenix. What are you gonna do with them?
Do you want me to report you for kidnapping? Because I can do that. That's something to do with you.
Yep.
Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But, Mr. Maurice...
Not you too! Please don't look at me like that, Pearl! Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you! I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. That might explain why you saw a flying person!
Yeah.
Ha! But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to... I'm not Larry.
Nope, you are not Larry.
Looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. What's with the look on... Because we doubt! You've known this from the beginning! What's with the look of doubt on your face?
We shall doubt. We shall doubt.
Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Where the fuck have you been? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Nick?
Bro, if you broke more shit, just say so.
Right.
I'm sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Mr. Nim's room reading a book together. But Mr. Nim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Pearly!
He taught you to lie. I blame you, Larry.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
Bullshit.
Huh?
What? Her powers have disappeared.
Huh?
What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me.
Don't listen to Larry, okay?
A spirit man who can't channel a spirit is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Nah.
Way to go, Nick! You way to go. You made her cry. I almost said, "Way to Nick go."
Where did it go?
Where did Nick go? That really was cruel of you. Why are you crying? It was cruel of you. What is happening? Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her sight blocks to get the truth out of her. What have you done to this child, Larry? Like, you've just taught her how to be a victim again. Fuck off. Be afraid, don't tell Nick anything. Meh. Even though you've been able to trust him all this time. Meh.
Alright.
Fuck you, Larry. I wonder if Sister Bikini's back at the main hall yet.
Oh god.
I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type.
Phoenix, we know exactly who his type is. We've met her. For fuck's sakes.
Well, he's talking about, if she would be interested in Gumshoe.
Hi, paniklo. What the fuck is those? Alright.
I feel like this is just her regular state.
Well,
What the fuck was that? That's not her voice.
well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern?
It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now.
He explains the situation.
I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who? Who could have done that? The only person who knows how to set those locks are of those of the Korean tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Crane disappeared 17 years ago. I wanted to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them."
Well, I mean, we know who she is. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child the child becomes the new master of Korean, and her daughter is the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
Then maybe this whole concept of power isn't a good thing.
It should just be whoever is the most competent at the job. Fuck.
Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? People always fight over power, bro. What do you think war is?
Korean channeling technique.
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know that its power is real.
Yes, I do.
I've seen it firsthand.
Seen it enough times. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask-to-Mask case, during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The Korean technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expect you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
Also, how the fuck do you think she affords this gorgeous place?
Especially the upkeep more than anything
Right?
else. Because, like, fine, the temple was probably there, like, for a while, but, like, you guys have updated here and there, and the maintenance would be fucking hell.
A mistake? What mistake?
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called a DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
The DL6 incident? I knew it.
Not our first time hearing that shit.
The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. It was.
A murder that took place 17 years ago.
It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's Maya's mother.
Though Mystic Misty's channeling, through Mystic Misty's channeling.
Why is Mystic Misty what's fucking us up?
It's double M's. Which sucks because everyone in Maya's family tree all start with double M's.
Yep.
Fucking Mystic Maya, Mystic Mia, Mystic Misty. Fuck my life.
The name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, investigators were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world has ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Korean Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's power were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya?
Duh.
The person who told you about this?
Family feud.
Again.
Yeah.
Spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before. You're not even here yet, you're sad.
Right.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes a new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy.
Yeah.
You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia? This person in your family?
Right.
You know about a relative?
Of course, she became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life. As a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said that it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up,
And her aunt.
I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
Yeah, Morgan Faye. Fuck my life.
That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her.
Yeah, because Morgan didn't have any powers at all.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Korean Village. This bitch.
This big haired bitch.
What she did was terrible. it was also she could make her own daughter the next master.
Poor Pearly.
And what happens when you put those kind of expectations on a child?
Honestly, Pearly is now at a better place away from her mom.
Right?
Sheesh.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must already realize that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
Here we go! Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter?
Yeah.
Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter?
Oops! I thought you already knew.
I know.
No.
It sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
The little girl, you know, Pearls.
Oh?
Yes, Pearls. Pearl Fay. But I always thought she was an only child.
You jest! That child? She's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea.
Ma'am.
Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
Yeah. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year.
Yep. That bitch.
It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
I'm surprised she doesn't fucking know.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan's has 3 daughters, not 2.
Wait, what? 3?
Yes, Iris and her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
What? Twin sister?
Come on, Phoenix.
Oh, you didn't know. It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled.
I do not miss that fucking face.
It wasn't many years later that Crane's reputation hit an all-time low, when Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master. He left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
Hold up.
What?
I married this woman.
Yep.
We were very happy together. I only married her just in case she became powerful in a village.
Yep.
We had children and everything. I invested all of this and risked them, and when it didn't work out, I dipped.
With my daughters, yep.
Huh? Bro was literally just in it so she'd become a master for him. What, for what? So she'd give you some kind of, like, status?
Well, the thing is males have no
I know.
in the village.
I know they have no freaking powers, but that's just like, you know what? Someone's just gonna date you, hoping you get, like, you become super rich. And then if hard times hit, they're out.
Yeah.
Risking children and all, like, jeez. Woo, fuck that guy.
Yep, fuck that guy indeed.
How awful. Could you imagine someone dated you and then you lost your job for whatever reason and they're just like, nah, bye. You can't pay for me anymore.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple.
So he's even more of a shit.
I left because my wife couldn't obtain the power I wanted her to, and then took the children, which was traumatizing, but returned one so you would still have to deal with the child without me.
And she wasn't given back to Morgan. She was
Just the
given
temple.
She was given to the temple away from Morgan.
Not sure if this will, like, do anything, but I don't want the child. Please tell me we get to punch this guy.
Do you want an answer to
No.
that? Okay.
I'm saying, please tell me that we get to do something. Like, I'm hoping it happens. I'm trying to manifest it into the world.
Yep.
He decided...
I already read this.
That's Iris. That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, it's almost like I know her. Could it be the identical fucking person I know? Could you tell me one more thing? I almost said Mr. Bikini.
Mr. Bikini.
All the M's, man. Sister Bikini. What was the name of Iris's sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. It's almost like you had a special necklace.
Also, you dated and was framed by this person. Hello!
Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Phoenix.
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband, but even that couldn't destroy her dreams that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had Pearl. What? I gave birth to a child to inherit things! Fuck you!
That's why we hate her. Hate Morgan Fay.
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that It was able to break free. Oh my god! It was able to break free of the bars that confined her. Jesus.
So Iris has a twin sister.
Phoenix. Just we know what she looks like. C'est pas a fucking like Twister.
The plot thickens.
Jesus.
But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit.
Sir.
I need to ask more questions and get some more info.
It's a shadow silhouette because we don't know who it is, bitch. Fuck. Azakura Temple courtyard. Who?
Why not just say that, like, put in asterisk, like, humming? Complete silence. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Why does he have fucking... This is what they used for the old man in the last one.
Yep.
No motive, no crime. No... Okay. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search... What is happening? What tune was that supposed to be to go with that? Whoop! I love my job! Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigation's all about. What's it about, Gumshoe? The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. You okay? Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I don't understand why you're singing. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into
Sure, bud.
reggae.
Reggae.
Whatever it is, we'll call it that for now. I'm not... No. Hey, pal. The fuck were you singing, man? Who, me? The only other person? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I'd find the real murder weapon. Okay, where is he, by the way? He good?
I think he's in the courtyard, like the inner temple courtyard.
The real murder weapon. That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. Looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, You've told me every goddamn detail about every goddamn case you have ever investigated! Now you're... Alright. But I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. And taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean... I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me? I don't know.
Gumshoe.
They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot. What did he mean by that? It's Godot. It doesn't fucking matter. About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Did you ever consider questioning why it's burnt?
Or why is there a letter there in the first place? Like...
Burnt up old letter? Yeah. It was in that incinerator. There was a murder! And there's a burnt up letter in an incinerator, and you're like, I got no clues! Huh? It was in that incinerator thing. Exactly, Phoenix. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it.
You said it was like full of snow and then it got melted.
There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it! Oh, Detective Gumshoe. It's all spirit mediums and master stuff. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Okay! Spirit mediums?
God damn it, Gumshoe.
It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. Frickin' bruh! I'd better give it a good look over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
Be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is our all ally? Feels more like ally. The whole... Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is... Burn
Blank.
the... Also make... Tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring out vengeance to fruition. Okay.
Pearls! So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the Oh, fuck, how would he say this? Shichishido.
Yeah, sounds right.
That was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yeah, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah. Man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got feathers of, of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Oh. Secret weapon?
What is this secret weapon?
What's the secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are scientifically speaking made of metal, right? It can be. Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you want to give it, you want to give scientific investigation a go? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. I don't really want to look for evidence. Fucking Phoenix. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Even though I'm currently looking for evidence.
Let's play forensics.
Jeez.
Fuck's sakes, Phoenix.
Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. That's why I stopped. Because I got bored.
Right.
Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high-tech you could skydive off it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
So now I'm going to tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is stuck... Oh, here somewhere, right? Sure. And that's what we're trying to find out. Right. So first, let's turn the detector on. Oh, it's one of these. That's that's the whatever I said. Next, move the detector around and give this... Never mind. What are you doing?
I'm not clicking anything.
Oh!
It's going on its own.
Do the thing! This thing packs up metallic... Gumshoe! You better give me a fucking chance to do the thing! Because my brain's slow. All the metal. That Shichishito next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway. Hi!
Hi, buddy.
Snooze. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? Oh, that was Phoenix. Fuck me. Talking to myself sucks. It's supposed to represent the multiple branches of life that life can take, all ending as one. Yeah, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading if I had not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, Detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger.
Honestly, he'd be the perfect Blue Badger.
Also, if you're thinking about it that much, maybe you should reconsider your current job title. This looks like a wallet? Aha! You've been here for hours.
So you lost your wallet.
You've been here for hours. And you've... Okay. Aha, that's where it's been. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a... I put a bell on it. But you still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. Your wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore.
You know, that's not stupid. I don't know how to fucking word this. It's not idiotic if he always loses it. Considering.
Why own the wallet? Get yourself more money and get rid of the wallet. Then how come the metal detector picked it up? He put a bell on it. He just told you. Must be because of the bell, I guess.
Gumshoe.
This inanimate object. It doesn't look like there's anything here. Hey, pal, all you gotta do is watch the detector and let it tell you what's where, okay? Okay. Alright already. I'm not exactly a whiz at machinery, you know. You don't see. This is Miss Dunham's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. But the detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? Have you considered cracking it open, maybe? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. That's why you've been here for hours.
What about hidden metallic shit? Like, why would that thing have metal in it?
That's the point.
Goober.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
Crack.
The top is coming off. Look what you've done! You damaged a really important piece of evidence.
Oh.
That's a sword. Inside the staff. This is... Could it be? The murder weapon?
Gumshoe, do you have a luminol spray?
I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. I used to have one as a teenager because I thought it was edgy. I remember that store, San Francisco?
Yes. I used to go there a lot.
And then all of a sudden it's like, actually, you can't be selling swords to teenagers. Meanwhile, I had a bunch on my wall. Cheap things.
Yep.
This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. You're like, trying? No.
Should I? No, I'm not gonna.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works.
Thank you, Phoenix!
If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple, or inner temple garden, I think it said. Then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Did I even say that right? I'm getting to that point where I forget what I say. Autopilot reading. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey Gumshoe. Who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. Then I guess that blood can be wiped off. We can do tests. No, no, no. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal.
Get a testing kit to see if there's residue, you goof.
It's about the same length as the Shichishiro. Is it? Okay. This must be the murder weapon.
We're going to assume.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. Good idea. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal. Bye. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty brizzy?
Brizzy.
I'm a brizzy guy. Right now, you know? You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Wow. What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Go talk to Pearls! She tried to channel and failed. Oh? How so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and... well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Please, detective, just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of Viridian there. Okay. Just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay. Now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Come shoot.
Alright.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta.
Okay.
How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure, thanks. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Easton doing with a staff like this in the first place?
Alright. Let's go see how Edgeworth is going.
You alive?
Tailgater?
The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Hey! Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow. I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Why you scream? Why you do that? Don't you dare run away! The fuck are you doing? What do you want, Wright? I want you to stop running away and talk to me! What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get away. Why do you assume... Go to therapy. Now, immediately. I want to see you run across that bridge on a phone call and leave. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth.
I feel like he would have been like, bring it in, bring it in.
You can still give him a hug. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris? Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Yeah, we heard about it, bro. So DL6, right?
Yup.
You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? I mean, that's pretty good evidence, yeah. Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted there after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
Okay.
So I guess you still haven't gotten over your... Why would you bring that up? Why would you put him on the spot?
Right.
No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. Good! Happy for you!
Yeah.
Nothing but nightmares for me yesterday. I was just like, oh lovely! Thank you! But still, even if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. Same! Gunshots suck! 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. Whee! It all started with that big earthquake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, and we passed out, and that's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. Don't you dare, Phoenix. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but... it was such a shock. I never imagined I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you choose and become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you save me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of this self-pity, okay? There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. Oh, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file? Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? You know why. It might be a crucial piece of evidence. Crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. Words. Ugh. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. Uh-huh. She had nothing to do with Iris. Well, we found a connection, so no worries about that. To do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. and neither did the case. We found a connection. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Wrong.
Well, we will tell you momentarily.
Unrelated? Yes, I can say with complete confidence.
Well, I have information you don't.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. Then fill him in! I need to explain the connection between Iris and... I almost said Irish. And the woman Edgeworth knew.
Okay.
We know a thing.
Present.
Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin?
Yep.
You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? It's almost like things are coming together! Right, I just must know who this twin sister of hers is.
Might.
I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. It's the person I couldn't even think of until I spoke to you.
Right.
Her name's Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
How do you know this person? Well...
It's almost like we've been through this. Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? It's almost like we've done this! You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was the key witness in that case. Dahlia and I almost said Terria Falls.
Terry Falls.
Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago.
Creepy as shit that was. Fucking...
They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler, which we've said multiple times now, but just for clarification, just to really drive it home. And after 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Yeah, Hawthorne would be correct if it's to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this is when she entered my life.
Yeah.
The woman who tried to kill me.
This bitch.
So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? You're an intelligent man! Why are you even asking this question? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with the... Okay, you shit, sit down! Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead.
What?
Well, metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Fair enough. Scuz! What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't answer the question I asked you. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey.
Mia Fey. Mia Fey.
She really looked like her mom there.
At the time, Dahlia... It's like she was possessed by a demon or something.
Spirit of her mom. Fuck.
It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed. Last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you. Right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone's... We are currently surrounded by spirit mediums! Sir! There's no way to revive them. Phoenix. Edgeworth. We're on land where spirit channeling is the primary focus.
By the way, there's a water shut off tomorrow.
There's what?
Water shut off between 9 and 5 tomorrow.
9 and 5?
Yeah.
All fucking day?
Well, morning until the afternoon, yeah.
9 to 5.
Yes.
Make sure you actually remind us when it's back on this time. Not you, I meant them, by the way.
I know.
Why do they keep doing that and then just pretend, like, act as if we know? We're not supposed to turn it on. We have no way of knowing when the water's back unless you tell us. There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Kurain channeling technique. Did you say Oh, he would say like Kurain or something. I hate that. Kurain channeling technique.
I'm just gonna send that to the group chat so that way Nat knows to not use the bathroom. Probably what I'll do is I'll do what we did last time, which is just tape stuff so that way you guys don't touch it.
Me. Want to flush toilet? Too bad, wait all day.
Yep.
Do you know something about it? Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
If my fucking phone can turn it on!
Apparently not.
Show me the message!
Refuse.
Being denied.
I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago.
Thank you.
There we are.
Oh, shit.
Screenshot!
There we go. It's like while they're reading, I'm gonna get that done.
I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any ideas, or any leads, sorry. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium, and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened. That was I made that a statement and a question, but you know what happened? You know what happened. As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent.
Edgeworth.
Go to the police records room. It's all...
I don't care about the police records. I have info. Shut your face.
All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. I already know, you bastard! Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand... Talking to him like a 4-year-old. You'll understand someday. And then, you'll see that the Crane channeling technique is real.
Fuck, you see it all the goddamn time with me, fucking Maya. Let's see.
It gives him someone to blame because confirmation bias. I refuse to believe because now I have the ability to just judge this person. Woo!
Alright, let's get this shit done. Magatama to the face! Night of the crime.
I think it's time you told... I almost went into Edgeworth. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder.
Sister Bikini.
Sister Bikini. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini.
Her testimony in court today was very clear.
Alright, well.
I refuse. You started it.
My brain.
I was gonna be like, this is you?
That night I was helping the acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but... Well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently.
Samesies.
So I left the hires to help the acolyte and return to Hazakura Temple.
Samesies. Samesies!
My back, it does not like me.
Yeah.
Sister Bikini didn't trust you. Didn't just see you. She spoke with you.
You sound like Apu from The Simpsons. Stop!
You two talked about Maya's training that night.
Oh my god. Alright, well.
I refuse.
Colin.
So you see, Iris, you were there in the temple on the night of the murder.
Oh, such a bad Indian accent.
It's not even Indian. I don't know what this is. I just started talking. It's not supposed to be any ethnicity.
It's a stereotypical Indian accent. It was what it's supposed to be.
This is not supposed to be anything. I'm saying things.
Oh, sheesh.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so that I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
What the fuck?
You didn't want to be doing this one?
Jesus Christ.
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left around 9:40, I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but just lying doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now you say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what about... but what you say doesn't add up with this. You yourself testified, contrary to why am I going into Edgeworth fucking hell, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Who's that?
Me.
Mr. Wright?
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right. I remember.
I remember.
I remember!
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second,
At that exact time, you were ringing the bell at Asakura Temple.
Jesus Christ.
there's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility.
There are 2 of yous.
On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be?
You channel spirits, and you're calling me
There's
crazy.
only one of me. It's impossible.
Have you never heard of doppelgangers? This is a real-life thing, bro.
Yeah.
Impossible? I wonder.
I actually saw my doppelganger when I was in high school. I have a random picture online and it's like, this looks exactly like you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh god. It's just a skinnier blonde head, but my exact fucking face.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. That's why people get arrested for things they don't even do. And then they completely understand why people, like, pick them out of the line and everything, because they see their doppelganger and they're like, well, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
Gulp.
Are you seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me. Well,
There's this bitch.
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
That bitch.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you, who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead.
You're surrounded by spirit mediums.
Or have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo. A training ground for the Kurain channeling technique.
Derp.
How the fuck did you forget where you were? What you've been training? Someone channeled Dahlia's spirit and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Night of the crime.
I know you're not dumb, but you clearly think I'm dumb.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the Inner Temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The iris that Sister Bikini saw in the Inner Temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
Huh? Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do.
Why not?
I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
How did you betray? What?
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty.
That's not
the only way.
That's not an answer. Betrayal. What are you talking about? What is she talking about? Okay. Boog?
Yeah, it was a random book.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here in Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started down her path, down that twisted path.
Eh.
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
What was that about her always doing the right thing?
Right.
You know this and yet you
Hey.
It's all because I betrayed her.
Oh! Stop!
You are not responsible for other people's shitty choices. Christ almighty, are these the only people we're gonna meet in this game? I don't care how you betrayed her. How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
Cool. We'll charge you for shit later. You're not the reason she's a shitty person. What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
Cool! You're not involved then! What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful.
To be fair, her dad is a shit, so whatever.
Regardless, I'm pretty sure she already feels shitty, and that's probably why she's blaming herself for everything, Phoenix.
So stop it.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge? Cool, you had a shitty dad, and now your sister is blaming you. Or you're
blaming yourself for your sister's shitty behavior. Was that what you were trying to say before you
She is
sneezed?
accepting blame when it shouldn't be placed on her.
Yeah.
What do you mean revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Yes, your father was garbage. Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
To be fair, both of her parents are shit, so whatever.
I don't think you know much about your mother, understandably.
Our mother was the eldest daughter in the main branch of the Fake family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at that time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power.
Ah.
Well, we already knew that.
Well, it gives more context to, like, why.
Well, no, if he was with her and then immediately left because she didn't get power, it's obvious he was only there for power.
Yeah.
Chill out and do not touch my kitty. Thank you.
Hi, Frumpy. But his plan backfired.
This person didn't get, like, powerful like I wanted them to.
Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over the Master of Kareen. Took over as the Master of Kareen.
That would be Misty Fey, Maya's mother.
It's almost like people know that there are risks involved with these things, and power can be taken from them, and that's okay!
But before long, the credibility of the Korean tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Fey, made a terrible mistake.
Ah.
Pat.
Kitty.
It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident.
I like that he puts his nose right to the mic, just like he wants to say something.
No, you're supposed to throw the mic.
After that happened...
No.
Our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there.
What a shit dad.
Mm-hmm. And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple?
I can understand why you would want to, like, stick it to your dad, but what your sister did after the fact was...
Yes. And the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Huh?
So because his new wife already had a daughter, and I guess he only wanted 2 kids, he decided to dump one of his twin children somewhere else.
The cap is 2. Even though one's already born, I guess I gotta trade it out.
And I haven't seen my mother since then. Having the Master Seed stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered spiritually and emotionally.
I'm gonna hire a therapist and I'm gonna tie you all into a fucking circle. So you have to fucking close your mouths and you have to sit there and listen for hours. I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. Hi. I'm not even mad you're here now. I'm just exhausted.
Right. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor.
Uh-huh.
This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae Clan.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Yeah. I see. Thank you for your help. Why did you ask that, bro? Why did you... Did she ever talk about... This person who tried to kill me, did they ever say nice things? It's like, fuck. Phoenix!
You're welcome.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation.
Alright, let's go see Pearly.
You.
Why do you have so many?
You have a lot of splaining to do.
Alright, let's go see Pearly.
Hi, Thumpy.
Oh, you look so comfy.
Give me them toes. Boop.
Boop.
Wait.
Back to the heavenly halls with Larry and Pearls. Oh boys.
Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh! Mr. Nick!
Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off. I don't care about your taters, bruh. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need.
Cutie the comfy boy.
Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding.
I really need, like, in the future when I actually have way more room, is to have a webcam, like, pointing on the desk for when...
For Kitty.
For the kitty and the puppers.
Yeah, when I start streaming, I need to have pet cams because people will love them. Hey, people like seeing you. Yeah, they do.
Nam.
Or like, if we ever do charity streams, then it could be like certain donation will get to, like get them like treats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, make you some food? Yeah.
He looked at me like, what?
What about food? Lisa Realea. Hi.
He's like, you're saying the word. Where is it?
The night of the crime.
After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Inistanim's room, reading the book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me,
And we just let you leave with someone who didn't know.
but I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
Oh, big sook.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead.
Like the piece of paper that told you to do some stuff?
I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Dunham's room. Blam, blam.
Schmut there, buddy. Give me the schmut. There we go. Now we better for.
Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you?
The inner temple, because that is where we found you.
What was that?
He flicked my lip balm.
Oh. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not gonna open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? And I'm gonna take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? Ow, my ass.
You mean you know?
Yeah! If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Oh, okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this.
You were worried about your cousin.
My friend.
It's obvious... Hello. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. Dad, why? Oh, hello. Give me that. He's like, I'll have a speaker. No, you won't. After all, it was the special course.
Beep. I signed up for the special course. I signed up for your special course. Well, my, you're quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel.
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Everyone needs to stop blaming themselves for just random happenstance. I don't even know if that's the right word, but whatever, I don't care.
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple.
Stretch them turbines. Oh, that is cute.
You want attention?
Thank you.
Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple past that... The Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time... My cat is ridiculous. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple?
I made him yawn somehow.
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall.
Oh, yeah? don't want to be poked anymore. Poke. Poke. Oh.
I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow that I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell? The Hazakura Temple's bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell?
I got his tail.
Tell me, Pearls. Why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh, I
think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. You were given some instructions to follow that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper?
Where did you...
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing! Yeah.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No!
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit.
Give me the tail.
Okay.
Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was...
Wrong button. I wanted to press the one near it. I'm just gonna skip this real quick. Yeah, no shit, because it was a piece of evidence, not a person. There we go.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was on that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris who Sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you've never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. Leave the mic alone.
Scoot.
After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow?
Very obvious. This bitch.
Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you?
But don't.
But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why.
How did you?
I figured it out.
La Chihiva.
The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay.
Your mom's a bitch.
Yeah.
Alright, Pearls. It's time you started telling the truth.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back from you? I don't like this.
don't underestimate me. I just because I'm a child.
I don't? Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
Okay. What?
Because I don't think you have any.
Actually.
I do. Nicks don't touch. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing I should do. I should do it? What did I read?
Should do it. One more thing should do it.
Oh, I read it as one more thing I should do it. I was like, that does not make sense. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Huh? How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it.
Gravely roasted.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like that?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to... you didn't know how to read those words, gravely and roast, among others, right?
How did you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Dunim on the night of the murder?
Perhaps we can read some books together. I forgot what voice I gave her, so fuck it.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise? So, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
Sure, Mr. Nim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless.
Pearls.
I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me.
And this is what generational trauma is.
Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
We're taking you back to the circus, but a better one.
We're taking you back to Maya, and you guys will get therapy, because Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
And we'll just throw Larry into, like, a pond somewhere. He'll figure it out.
Yup.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple. With a pot full of leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred temple. Sacred cavern. I was sure that it was the Master of Karain, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. And so I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training has already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then,
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
It's fine. I do it all the time, bro.
Yep.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. Shut up! It happens! I love that there is a shadow for the text, making it look like it's just floating.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we painted on this board. Uh-huh. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Yes, but I woke up. It was morning and I tried not to cry, but
You blamed yourself
Dusky
for everyone
Bridge
else's...
wasn't there anymore and there was no one in the training hall.
Uh-huh.
I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator and heated up the leftover gravy and...
Gravely roasted.
And let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried.
Poor Pearls.
It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to... Go away! Leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. You are not my responsibility! Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. Thank you, Phoenix.
Lost powers.
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel your spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
Shutting down. So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Why are you questioning her, dude? She already told you she failed. You couldn't do it?
I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it happened.
So it's almost like you're amazing and almost never fuck up.
I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
I don't even know what it says yet and I'm annoyed. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that. Oh my god, the one time I was like, fuck you, dude. He's actually just being supportive. Okay, keep more of that up and just shut the fuck up the rest of the time, okay?
Be a supportive dude and not a jackass.
So she never managed to channel this spirit.
Yeah.
Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes. I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
Thank you, Nick.
I suppose there is one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone is already channeling the same spirit.
Right. Someone else? What do you mean?
Well-
That is the most self-explanatory statement.
Yep.
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yup, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
Yeah, Larry.
What happened with the last one? The married woman?
who's never gonna leave her husband no matter what. Like...
And this is not like dating a girl.
Continue on.
And that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could.
Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yup.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Your mother does not deserve anything from you, child!
She needs a swift kick in the ears.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
What about the letter? My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yay.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month.
Oh god, they haven't cut off contact with y'all yet? Oh jeez.
And last month she told me...
Hi. Leave my cat alone. He's allowed to walk around.
What fucking voice did I give her?
Very similar to Sister Bikini.
The time has... The time has come...
Every grandmother.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully and I tell you where the letter is hidden.
Cue the most clueless and useless guard in the world in the background.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her so much.
Pearly.
So nice. Manipulation everywhere. We will help you.
Your mother loves you, but in a very toxic way.
Oh, she doesn't love her. She loves what she can do for her. Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right? Hi. She hasn't done anything for Pearls. She has requested things of Pearls.
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae clan, so it has to be good for her too.
Ooh, not really. Honey, your mother does not like the main branch.
Your mother doesn't love anyone but herself.
That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
You have a good heart, and we're gonna teach you that. We're gonna teach you to focus on the good things.
Oh, Pearls.
And, you know, process the bad. I guess so, yeah.
Are you sneaking?
Don't you dare sneeze on me.
Don't sneeze on my pillows too, buddy.
Snuggle, snuggle, snuggle.
There was a picture with her letter too.
A picture?
Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Nope.
Usually a picture
What?
You did a sneeze. Keep your snot to yourself.
Hello, snotty boy.
Begone, demon.
Begone, snot!
Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows stuff. Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. Meh. Leave the microphone alone.
there's something else
What has
that's
it done to
strange about
you?
my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Then there's our answer. That sure is pretty strange. Shut the fuck up, Larry. Someone had opened it already?
Oh.
Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out. Stop attacking the mic, you ass!
Distraction!
I will fold your mic.
You're very welcome.
Touch it! Stop biting the fucking mic, you weirdo. No? Okay.
My mother is watching over us. I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Explaining this to you when you're older is gonna be rough. Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh god, you douchebag.
Finally figured it out, have you, Trite? You finally realize how terrible of a crime being painfully obvious is?
Oblivious.
Oblivious. Gadot. The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. Yeah. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect...
You are the reason people like pearls believe what they do. Empty.
Bad Jojo.
Bad Jojo. Yeah, exactly. It was your job to protect her trade, just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Every problem in my life is your fault. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. Go step on Lego.
Now go step on a D4.
I don't care which. Go hurt your feet. I realize that, but...
Lego's hurt, but D4
now
puncture.
Phoenix is blaming himself for shit that's not his fault. And you were the one who the only one who was by their side. I wasn't by their fucking side! You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. What did I just say? Not having information. Do you know everything that's happening in the world 24/7, you fuckface? Oh my god, I hate this. Oh. Being oblivious is as heinous a crime. It's not. Someone in our city is being stabbed right now and we don't know about it. We're not involved! But you were feet away when this happened. Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow. Once and for all.
This bitch.
Mr. Nick, is what that man just said true?
No. Basically, everything happening is unfortunate circumstances. Being here does not make us involved. And you are going to learn that in therapy. And apparently I have to go with you now because I believe him. It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see yourself tomorrow. You see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Pat pat on the head. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child. My dear Pearl. This bitch. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours.
Now I can
My
brag
last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Now I can brag about it and have this internal joy of knowing that it's my blood on the throne of the fucking thing. Ugh.
And that's it for tonight.
Generational trauma! Woo! I want to punch all of them.
Oh, sleepy boy. Oh, he's a sleepy boy.
Alrighty.
Hello, my
Hello.
good boy. Oh, big guns.
But that'll be it for tonight. thank you everyone who's been watching the stream. If you enjoyed it and you have not done so already, you can always follow me on Twitch, so you know the next time I pop online. Do have a YouTube channel for you see the previous VODs I've done in the past, including previous VODs for these games, I should say, because we played the first two and trying to finish off this one. Hi. You're my... okay.
Stop distracting.
And for the people who will see, for the people on YouTube who will see this later on, if you want to see the videos live, you can always pop on over to the Twitch channel. Link is in the description of every one of my videos. If not, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel so you know the next time a new video pops up. Also, he has a Patreon.
I lose. I
Yes.
draws.
My artist, hi Frumpy. He's the one that has done my banner and my icons. Mwah. If you wish to support him in his art and wish to see other arts that he's done, you can always check out the Patreon. Link down below, both on Twitch and YouTube's.
Help pay to feed these guys. Whee!
And all the animals. Look at this little shit.
Vet bills.
He's taking.
Human. Why? How dare?
Whee!
Besides that, thank you everyone who's watching us tonight. Till next time. Bye guys.
Best boy!
Best
High
boy!
five! High five!
High five. High five. Oh, bye.
Bye bye.
Oh my goodness.